vast and contested waters of the South China Sea, tensions have reached a boiling point. The Ayungin Shoal, a flashpoint in this geopolitical struggle, witnessed a dramatic encounter recently. Join us as we unravel the story of how a Chinese warship heading towards Ayungin Shoal was intercepted and driven away by the U.S. Navy. The South China Sea, a region rich in resources and strategic importance, has long been a theater of maritime disputes. At the heart of these disputes is Ayungin Shoal, a small yet strategically significant feature located within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. Chinese warship was detected heading towards Ayungin Shoal. The intent was clear: to assert presence and possibly challenge the existing territorial claims. However, the United States, committed to ensuring freedom of navigation and supporting its allies, was quick to respond. The U.S. Navy, with its advanced fleet, moved swiftly. Communication channels buzzed with urgency as strategies were deployed to intercept the Chinese vessel. Faced with the prospect of a direct confrontation, the Chinese warship altered its course, retreating from Ayungin Shoal. This strategic maneuver by the U.S. Navy not only safeguarded the sovereignty of the Philippines, but also reaffirmed the commitment to maintaining stability in the region. Philippine sailors injured as China boards intercepts PH boats near Ayungin Shoal. We sternly communicated to our counterparts that was really incomprehensible how the delivery of basic necessities to our troops could be considered a provocation that would justify an increased level of Chinese actions, he said. Beijing claims almost the entirety of the South China Sea, brushing aside competing claims from several Southeast Asian nations, including the Philippines, and an international ruling that its stance has no legal basis. Second Thomas Shoal lies about 200 kilometers, 120 miles from the western Philippine island of Palawan, and more than 1,000 kilometers from China's nearest major landmass, Hainan Island. China deploys Coast Guard and other boats to patrol the waters around the shoal and has turned several reefs into artificial militarized islands. The Philippine military has accused China of aggressive and unprovoked interference, claiming that Chinese personnel seized supplies, including food and medicine, that it had airdropped to an outpost in the South China Sea last month. In a press conference yesterday, Gen. Romeo Bronner, the commander of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, played reporters a video that apparently showed 2 Chinese rigid-hull inflatable boats and 2 rubber boats of the Philippine Navy rushing to pick up food supplies in the vicinity of Second Thomas Shoal in the Spratly Islands. He said that the alleged incident took place on May 19. We did 4 sorties or rounds of resupply. We were able to recover 3 of them. Unfortunately, one of the packages was intercepted by the Chinese, Bronner said. It was the second airdrop where the Chinese came in. The AFP says that it is not clear if the boats belong to the China Coast Guard or Navy. The supplies were intended for the small contingent of Philippine Marines stationed aboard the barque Sierra Madre, an old warship that was purposefully grounded on the shoal in 1999. Second Thomas Shoal and its rusting Philippine outpost have been the subject of growing tension between Manila and Beijing. As China has taken more and more forceful actions to prevent the Philippine Navy from resupplying the Marines stationed in the Sierra Madre. This has resulted in a number of incidents in which CCG patrol ships have rammed and fired high-pressure water cannons at the Philippine Coast Guard vessels and Navy-contracted supply boats in response to the loose Chinese blockade. Manila has adopted several different approaches to resupplying the outpost, including airdrop operations. Speaking yesterday, Bronner said that the CCG believed that the airdrop involved construction materials to repair the Sierra Madre, and a Philippine Navy spokesperson said that the Chinese personnel on the boats tore open the packages and dumped the items into the water. Nonetheless, Bronner denounced the action as illegal. "You're not supposed to confiscate the supplies of another country," he said. Even in war, Beijing has previously described the transport of construction materials to the warship as something of a red line. The May 19 incident first came to light after the Chinese government accused Philippine personnel aboard the Sierra Madre of pointing their guns at the CCG, releasing a blurry video that showed at least 2 men carrying what appeared to be guns on the deck of the warship and then pointing them in the direction of the CCG. This was followed by Philippine media reports about the interdiction and another incident in which CCG vessels harassed an attempted operation meant to provide medical assistance to Marines who got on board the Sierra Madre. Bronner said that the Marines readied their weapons as a precautionary measure during the interception, which saw the Chinese boats come as close as 5 meters from the grounded warship. "It's part of the rules of engagement. That whenever you see imminent threats coming your way, you best be prepared," Bronner said of the incident. The incident is the latest sign of a worrying escalation of tensions between Beijing and Manila in the South China Sea, which has drastically increased the chances of one of the two sides making a misstep that tips them into conflict. Without naming China directly, Marcos denounced what he called illegal, coercive, aggressive, and deceptive actions in the South China Sea, which were undermining Southeast Asian countries' vision for peace, stability, and prosperity. The interception at Ayungin Shoal is a testament to the intricate balance of power in the South China Sea. As nations navigate these turbulent waters, the actions taken today will shape the future of this critical region. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the Ayungin Shoal incident. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis of global events. Stay tuned, stay informed.